Hey, how's it going? Rocky Perry from rockyperry.com. I wanted to help you guys out today by doing a review of the KDP option for the lending library for Amazon Prime members, which just started up. This video really is to help self-publishers and people who've put their book on Kindle make the decision on whether or not they should make their book part of this program. Of course, it helps me out if you're a Prime member to search Rocky Perry or my new book, Luke Vanderloft and the McFarvin Pirates, on your lending library on your Kindle and borrow it for the month. But it also helps me out if you go to rockyperry.com and check that out. Now, the KDP option, which started just recently here in December, allows you to put your book exclusively on Amazon.com in the electronic format, your ebook formats, and gives you 5 promotional days where your book is free during those 5 days, and then there's a profit share that goes on. No one knows exactly how this profit share will work out towards the end. An equation is given by Amazon for how the money is determined. But the reality is the numbers that are given are not a realistic number breakdown for either number of books that are going to be listed, which they put at 100,000, there'll probably be more than that, nor the borrows, which their example I believe is 1,800, which is not a realistic number. The key factor being Amazon Prime members can only borrow 1 book from this library per month. Okay, so if you're one of 100,000 and there are 500,000 Amazon Prime members and they all borrowed a book equally, there would only be 5 borrows, not 1,800. And of course we know the numbers are elevated and there's some people that won't get any borrows whatsoever. But this is something to keep in mind. Now, if you're like me and you're not making a whole bunch of money in the first place with any of your electronic books, or if you're selling for 99 cents at a 30% or 70% and your sales are down, this might be an option for you just to have those 5 promotional days. I know that in the first 3 days that I offered my book for free, I had more uploads. I had 100 times as many uploads as I did the previous month in those 3 days. And I know a vast majority of those people will never read my book. But even if 5% did, or 3%, or even 1%, it makes those 3 days better than any other 3 days I've had with my electronic book sales. So if exposure is your goal, absolutely, positively, 100%, this is worth taking advantage of. Unless, of course, you're getting more interest from the Nook, Barnes & Noble site, or some Lulu's electronic site or Smashwords. If you're getting downloads and consistent customers there, you do have to balance the money versus the money lost, because you can only leave it on Amazon. It's a 90-day program. At the end of 90 days, you can put it back. But I wasn't really getting much traffic from those sites at all. I probably had more sample traffic from Smashwords, but as far as purchases, by and large, Amazon is where you're going to receive more sales than anywhere else, unless you know something I don't, which I'd love to hear. So in the end, I give a thumbs up to the program. At the end of the month, I'll put another podcast up that talks about how much money it really equaled out to, and try to read a lot of opinions and blogs and sort of get you a concise overall breakdown of where your beginning seller, your large number seller, your 99-cent seller versus somebody that's working on their 4th or 5th book who's selling it for $3.99 is. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, put them down here. I'd be happy to answer them. But I give the KDP option and the lending library so far a firm thumbs up and a wait-and-see approach. I definitely think, unless you're already famous, the 90 days is hardly a sacrifice to give something a shot, and it's always better to be on that first wave as opposed to waiting 6 months and seeing how it plays out. Have a good day. Again, go visit my site, rockyperry.com, or my YouTube channel for more videos on self-publishing and advice at Rocco2080. Thanks. Have a good one.